some few exceptions. But there is how an educated father would train a child that the illiterate father may not. I believe I may go they play. Somebody, Paul had so much knowledge that too much knowledge has made you mad. When you know a lot, it frames how you function, frames how you reason. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, think. Please, by all means, invest into your mind. Invest, stretch yourself to build mental capacity. Stretch yourself. No project is too big. You are not just thinking enough. You are not just thinking enough. If you believe that all you need is money, and since you lack it, that vision can't come to pass. I listened to many of these billionaires recognized on earth today. And one of them said that many major projects they do, their money is not inside. I want to start a project. First thing I'm thinking, after setting up all what I need, is investors. It's not my money that will power everything. It's only you that is thinking where to borrow from, how I will beg this one, how I will. Is value, 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 value. When you invest in yourself, invest in knowledge, understand how to speak, understand how to communicate, sit down and reason. Just imagine you have all of this in place, then favor lands on you. Picture that combo. If you don't know how to give yourself, okay, let me not get ahead of myself. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, think. Shout it loud, shout, neighbor, think. Sometimes, you see, I will get to prayer. Of course, I can't leave that one out. But you see, sometimes when prayer is not always raga. If prayer is communion, it means when you speak, expect feedback. It is proof of faith. That I don't think I was talking to the air. Who I was speaking to heard me. And if he said that I should call, he would answer and show me, I have called, I've done my part. His word can't be broken. I expect feedback. You need to learn the art of meditation. Meditation is the pathway wherein information becomes revelation. The place of meditation. Spirit-induced thinking. Carry the question, put it before you. Think it through and pray. Any scripture that drops in your mind, just you've talked for like 30 minutes on a matter. Any scripture, I'm trying to be practical now. Any scripture that drops in your mind, take note of it. It may be a phrase or a sentence from that verse. Carry your phone, browse it, read the entire thing. There's light inside there. That's how God quickens answers in your spirit when you pray. What do I do in all things? There is a way of escape. There is a way of escape. I know it. Concerning this matter, see, sometimes it is not about you asking people for money. It's who you are asking. In the place of prayer, he can flash a name in your spirit. And you call that person. Yes, it's true. So sorry. Send me your details now. Bam! With speed. I know what worry can do, and I know what prayer can do. Worry changes nothing. Just give yourself to prayer. Prayer sharpens your brain. You see, there's no time. You see, the man called Daniel. There are many things that Daniel is peculiar with in scripture. Daniel is not number one as a person of prayer. Daniel's wisdom was prayer sponsored and prayer powered. 2, Daniel was a person of excellence. Daniel is the only person in scripture that is said to have an excellent spirit. Twice. An excellent spirit. A man of excellence. You know the third thing I discovered about Daniel? Daniel is a man of deadlines. Risky moves. Daniel does not tell people, I'm going to do this. Daniel will tell the king in Daniel chapter 1, we will not eat of your meal, but give us 10 days. He didn't just say, we are not going to eat, but check us out, we'll be better than them. He says, sir, it's not be church. Give us 10 days to show working. His friends must be wondering, Oga, you are who? 10 days. Did we agree that one? How did you arrive at 10 days? See, A goal without a deadline is a fantasy. When you fix dates, you put yourself under pressure. And the cure to external pressure is internal pressure. Nobody can pressure a man who has already put himself under pressure. I gave myself 1 year to achieve this project, to achieve this thing. And you're telling me in the next 2 years, you are supposed to, Oga, you are late in my calendar. You know where I am? Daniel will say, King, this is your dream. Don't worry. Forget it. Tomorrow, me and my guys. It's guys, you are who is saying tomorrow. Why did you say 1 month? He said, don't worry. By tomorrow, we will come back. Daniel knows how to fix dates to matters. Put yourself under pressure. It's either this thing works or it works. Is either it works or it works. The advantage of youth is that you have the privilege of putting all your eggs in one basket. And if it fails, you can carry another basket. You can afford to live on having only option A. A stage comes in your life where having only option A is risky. I used to be in my early 20s once. And they will tell you have a whole life ahead of you. Be growing. You understand what I'm saying? Think. Many generational patterns catch up with people who don't think. How did my parents end like this? What do I do to ensure I don't end like this? Somebody shout, think. Shout it louder, shout, think. Look at your neighbor and shout, neighbor, think. Invest in thoughts. Invest in planning. Strategizing. Before I come out, let me sit down and plan this thing well. Okay, this will lead to this, will lead to that. Now, even if God scatters people's plans, have a plan for him to scatter. Me, I don't like to leave it to God. Let there be an it that you can leave to God. How do you know that God has scattered a plan if there is no plan? I watched a movie, and forgive me as a preacher. Loki landed as Avengers. Loki landed on the plane and Thor landed on the plane and carried Loki. And Captain America turned and said to Iron Man, say, come, where are you going to? Where are you flying out of the plane to? We need to plan an attack. And Iron Man responded, we have a plan. Attack. You didn't hear me? He said, we need to plan an attack. That's the third point. Action. He said, we have a plan. What is the plan? Tell your neighbor, attack. You are whispering, shout, attack. You are too young to be giving excuses to life and destiny. Somebody shout, I attack. The goal of planning is so that you come to the point of action. Action. Execution. Action. No. I failed yesterday, and a new day means new opportunity. I arise, I move, I attack like a trailer without brake. Destiny cannot stop here. Other people failed, minus Caleb. Other people stopped halfway, minus me. I move. 2 Kings chapter 7 from verse 3. These lepers, prophecy has gone. By this time tomorrow, prosperity is coming. What did the 4 lepers do? They said to themselves, why sit we here until we die? Guys, let's move. If we go backwards, there is nothing there. If we stay here, we die. If at all we die going forward, let it be that we died making an attempt. Only contestants can lose. Only contestants can lose. Exodus 14 and verse 16. Are you aware that God put it up? Moses, but Moses, after crying unto God, what do we do? Egyptians want to finish us. God tells him from verse 15, why are you crying unto me? Command them to move forward. But you, lift thou up thy rod. I'm in verse 16 now. Lift up your rod. Stretch out your hand over the sea, I never saw the next 3 words as I saw it. I thought God said, when you stretch your rod, I will divide it. Who is seeing what I'm talking? Stretch forth your rod and divide it. By this sentence, who is dividing the Red Sea? That means the division of the sea is not dependent on God, though. Sir, you are crying unto me. If you read, and the children of Israel will go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. The next verse, God said the one that he will do. The next verse, and I, behold, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they shall follow. That one, Nami go do am. Parting the Red Sea is not me. It's dependent on you taking actions. God, do something. God said, Caleb, do something. Act. You don't know what you can do until you step out. You don't know how mighty you are until you step out. Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 10. Shatali parakatai. We are about to enter the last point to where we will pray. Whatsoever your hand finds to do, whatsoever your hand finds to do it with all your might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave where you are going. Whatever you have found to do it. Step out. Step out. Step out. Whatever is worth doing well. It's worth doing well. This project, I'm going to do it. I am not cutting corners. I'm going to ensure it is done properly and maximally. I don't care the cost. I will stretch myself until this project is done. I don't care the number of sleepless nights. I don't care what I will need to sell to fund this vision. Whatever I would need to stretch to give my all for, I would give. If it means leaving bed to sleep on the ground, I will take that action. I will make that move. Step out and price that thing. Oh, I don't have money yet. Do you know how much, first of all? After you've thought it through, there's how you talk to somebody. I invested in someone's business earlier this year. What thrilled me was the composure of the person's explanation. Okay, this after 3 months, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do this, we'll do this, then this will be done. And then from the voice, an investor came to buy the business from him. And when he mentioned some millions of naira, he said, no, sorry, sir, I can't sell it for that amount. I called him, I said, come. Did you hear how much this person wants to buy it? He said, I heard, sir. You heard the amount of millions? He said, yes. I said, sir, that is too small compared to what I will make if I grow this thing. I can give him partnership or shares, but to give him the entirety of this vision for this amount, no, sir. I know what is in it. As I was about to make the next statement, he now said, sir, if this thing is as small as you think it is, why is he willing to buy it? There's something he is seeing that he feels I don't know. Is somebody understanding what I'm saying? They may act like you are useless. The day you try to leave, they persuade you not to. But you thought I was useless. No, they can't just tell you to your